What is going on, gents? It's RPM here, coming at you with another episode of Hockey Mask Time. Now, before I get started, let us bow our heads and recite the HMT motto, shall we? A man can only take so much disrespect before he finally decides today's the day. Gentlemen, I called it, and we all agreed. 2023 was going to be the year that more men finally said enough, and they were not going to take female disrespect like that anymore. Oh yeah, there has already been a substantial rise in men putting on the mask. But what I find even more fascinating, that there are new commenters who are sending me articles. That just goes to show you that the influence of the mask is definitely spreading. And please keep sending me those articles. We got to get this word out. Now, this article was sent to me on MGTOW.tv by a user named Squeaker, and it was published on the 12th of January. Newlywed wife decapitated in quote-unquote gruesome deletion by husband. The decapitated body of a young wife married for less than 4 months was found by Texas authorities, who have charged her husband in the quote-unquote gruesome deletion. The Waller County Sheriff confirmed to the Post. 4 months being married. My Scooby-Doo spider senses are definitely tingling on this one. Now let me just go ahead and say this right here. Woo! The 21-year-old Hispanic woman's body was discovered in the home, but her head was not. Sheriff Troy Guidry said, quote unquote, it was a portion of a body, dismembered, and a residence that was covered in blood. A gruesome scene at best, he told reporters Thursday. Those 2 words, at best, have definitely gone far into the mainstream. And we all know where that came from. The husband, Jared Dickus, 21, was interviewed by cops and confessed to the deletion, Guidry reported. The wife has not yet been identified by authorities, but a social media post by a county judge who married the duo on October 21st identified her as Angie Diaz and thanked the couple for allowing him to be a part of their ceremony. A knife believed to be the termination weapon was found at the property with Diaz's severed head. Dickus family members called deputies to the couple's home, a small cottage located behind a main house where the parents live in a rural area of northwest Houston, Wednesday afternoon. Diaz was believed to be deleted since around 11 p.m. the night before her remains were discovered. Quote unquote, there have been prior calls, disturbance-wise, but nothing to this effect, to this level of violence, Guidry shared. The young wife is a Nicaraguan citizen who was described as quote unquote undocumented by the sheriff. There's where my spider senses are definitely on high alert, and I'm going to explain why. Her social media posts show her involved in fitness and feature multiple photos of her and Dickus. Well, what could have been the motive behind this termination? I'm going to give you my simple insight when I'm done with this article. Anyway, let's get to that scorecard, shall we? For location, went down in the home. Gotta give it a 10. Method of execution, the hot butter knife of doom. You know I'm going to give that one a 15. Psychological impact, I would give this a 5. However, they kept using the word gruesome, so I gotta bump it up to a 10. And for the brutality factor, decapitation, not a slow and good way to go. So I gotta give that one a 15 also. So Jared, the decapitator, Dickus, gets a score of 50. Now for my simple motivation as to why he decided to put the mask on. Okay, they were married for less than 4 months. She's described as an undocumented, i.e., an illegal citizen. One must simply put 2 and 2 together. She's undocumented. She's Nicaraguan, She marries this guy. Maybe he found something in her social media that indicated he might have been part of a honey trap. That's just my simple explanation. Nothing more, nothing less. Maybe he found out that the marriage to her was ultimately a fraud. But hey, that's just my best guess as to why he decided to put the mask on. And also, you look at the fact that how brutal the crime was. Yeah, that is definitely some rage right there. So, let me reiterate. In my humble opinion, he more than likely found something in her past via her social media that drove him over the edge, i.e., he was going to be used. But, hey, it is what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, gentlemen, when you look at the article, make sure you look at the comment section. That's where, in my humble opinion, the reasons why women do what they do are always looked at as them being victims. Oh, she was this. Oh, she was that. However, no one ever wants to take that critical step and ask the real reason as to why this man put the mask on. What drove him to that? All they can see is, oh, she's a pretty girl. She didn't deserve to go out like this. No one deserves things, but hey, shit happens. But it is what it is. Well, I've rambled on long enough. Read the article. Let me know what you guys think. And women around the world, particularly foreign-born women who might think that you've got a mark in an American man to get your green card, trust and believe. Once that man finds out, the power will go out. Feminism and thinking that you can continuously string that man along to get what you want and then end up leaving him high and dry, that thought process will go out right along with it. Because believe you me, there are many women who tried this particular thing, and yeah, it didn't end too well for him. The husband, who was the mark, went into the cage, and the wife, who was actually the criminal, went into that pine box. It is what it is. And before I leave, we got two people to thank for the success of this particular series. One, Richard Weiss, because he came up with the scoring system. And two, Jay Montgomery, because believe it or not, it was because of him that I came up with the nicknames for the maskers. Just want to throw that out there. That's all I got to say for this one. RPM, I am out.
Murder on my mind, yeah. Losing all my hope, yeah. I'ma do the crime, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill.